Over 600 acres of farmland, in addition to a vast expanse of forest, have been destroyed by wildfire in Toledo district.
That's our, that's where we get our food, you know, and that's our, we call it our home, because we get our lumber there, we stuff for our house.
This is Novella Chiak, a resident of Blue Creek Village in Toledo district. For the past 2 weeks, wildfires have been burning through his community.
Last week, Friday, the fire reached close to neighbors this side, and then couldn't find no help.
Is this the worst you've ever seen it?
This is the worst one. Yeah.
Wildfires are not uncommon in these parts at this time of the year. But increased temperatures, coupled with the absence of rainfall for more than a month, have led to a wildfire crisis in Toledo. We came across a bushfire that was growing quickly on a hillside in Blue Creek. Most of the hilly terrain in this community is covered with lush rainforest. At the foot of this hill, one family was on high alert as the fire threatened to destroy their life's work.
This has been a little area that my dad has invested in. You can see a lot of cacao trees, coconut trees. So what I went and did earlier was basically try to make a little path, as close as I could to it. So in case if it reaches down, then we have our little spray pump there. Assuming that it wouldn't get as big as how it is in other areas like around that side, right?
Nelson and his family have already lost 4 acres of corn and 2 acres of pepitos to this year's wildfires. Government trucks deliver water to communities in the area almost on a daily basis for general use due to limited water access caused by the drought. Creeks have dried up. River levels are at an all-time low. With limited access, villagers who come together to fight fires are required to travel long distances to fetch and carry water in buckets and gallon bottles.
It's a little hard because, it's dry, everything is dry. Basically trying to save as much as we can do, we could try to solve it. This is the daily livelihood of us here in the village, so we rely on these stuff. And especially that little thatch home, it might look like it's small and thing, but that is somebody's home. So that is where somebody's actually living, and that mean a lot to them, no?
West of Blue Creek lies Santa Cruz Village. Both communities are separated by the flaming hills. Francisco and his family live in the village on top of a hill that provides a panoramic view of the smoke-filled horizon and scorched earth. Overwhelmed by the smoke in the air, Francisco has had to relocate his wife and children several times over the past few weeks. His experience has been similar to that of his neighbors.
The NCM farm pumps that we use to do chemical works in the farm, and that is basically what we have on the 5 gallons to go for water to wherever we could find water source. Then it's not, we don't have any specific, like the water system is down for the moment. Well, not down in saying that it's not working, it's just that we're out of water in the ground, so we don't have that much availability of water anywhere around close.
It has been established that most of the communities in Toledo live off the land. And for decades, farmers have been practicing slash and burn, a method used to clear forested land for farming. Ironically, this traditional method practiced by villagers is believed to be one of the root causes of the fires that are leveling farms in the village. There is now a growing call for safer agricultural practices and stricter penalties for lawbreakers.
To me, that is something that could be dealt with care. The thing is, with slash and burn, that is, we as the farmers, we depend on those, and that is our main source of food. Without those, if we don't do that, then we can't plant crop coming this year. I think the only solution to that is that whenever there is a slash and burn, it's not just one person to be out there to do the slash and burn. Like if we're going to deal with one farm, we just need to make sure we have enough water around, and we have enough man to out the fire if it's starting to go out off the limit. And also before that, we need to make sure that we do the fire pass around it and make sure that it is wide enough not to pass the fire to the other side.
I would hope that our leaders would come together, just like how they did for the COVID-19 regulations, to implement it and to be strict about it. Because we're destroying this environment. What do we have for the future?
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.